Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Thursday. All right, guys. Well, we're back to talk about some Real Housewives of New Jersey drama because Andy Cohen is revealing some ish about Teresa Giudice, maybe leaving the show, not leaving the show. Now we have Luis Ruelas' PI who's in question. Well, technically, nothing's in question because he cleared things up for us, and we had drama with the husbands. We can't even get through the season without the drama. Guys, go ahead and comment below. Let us know at the end what you're thinking about everything. But more importantly, smash that like button, do the YouTube stuff, show some love, and let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so I wanted to start with this Andy Cohen stuff for a second. I love the old photo that they grabbed, but Andy Cohen was talking about why Teresa Giudice seems like she's over the Real Housewives of New Jersey, and this was in his just-released book. Thank you to Reality Blurb. In his just-released book, the Watch What Happens Live host explained what happened after he turned down Teresa's offer to officiate her and Louis' wedding, spoke of her impending exit from the series, and looked back on Ramona Singer's invitation leak. After revealing that he returned home one evening to a box from Teresa and Louis, which he assumed would be a baby gift for his 1-year-old daughter, Lucy. This is what he put in the actual book. It was actually a big box of fresh flowers with an invitation to their wedding. And while he enjoyed the gesture privately, he recalled Ramona sharing the unique invite on her Instagram story. Ramona posted an unboxing of Teresa's wedding invite and revealed the location and showed the entire invite. Now, looking back at the taping of the season 12 reunion, which featured major tension between Teresa and her only sibling, Joe Gorga, Andy said after filming it, it kept going and going and going. There were quick pit stops for dead-end flights, followed by volcanic catastrophes erupting randomly, completely beyond my control. Teresa and I were walking back from her side spat with her brother in the dressing room, and we had a frank moment about how much longer she can stay on the show, and feels like how much longer might be healthier for her to be on the show. According to Andy, Teresa said, well, it seems like it could be over at the taping. She seemed like she was over it. She seems over it now and has for a while. She looked a little misty-eyed having the conversation. I said she might decide to leave and come back in a few years. Hard to get off a train whether or not you really want to be on it. As for Teresa's apparent change of heart about filming with Caroline, Andy revealed that she seemed open to the idea during a phone conversation before the start of production for season 13. Spoke to Teresa on the way home from the beach, and she was more receptive to the idea of Caroline coming back than I had imagined. Now, meanwhile, during a separate chat with Caroline, she expressed her frustrations with Teresa. So this is actually kind of great that he's revealing all of this information in his book, because I feel like we're getting a lot of the behind the scenes conversations with the housewives. This isn't just the daddy diaries, but this is like the housewives tell all from, the head honcho's perspective. She is activated about Teresa and feels a moral obligation to tell this woman that she can't get away with her stuff. I know we won't be able to make a deal with her. The gap between her expectations and our reality is too wide. But I think it would be an incredible moment in what would be or could be Teresa's last season, not to mention a major confrontation 8 years in coming. Although Andy initially felt that Teresa would be okay with the idea of a potential Caroline return, he ultimately felt like an idiot for the assumption, and after declining the sweet offer to serve as her wedding officiant, Andy got his answer. I told her I can't officiate the wedding. She needs an officiant now. I suggested Dina Manzo since it should be someone close to the couple, and she would come up with a great service. Now, after turning Teresa down, he learned that she would not be filming with her former castmate. Teresa called on Friday to say that she didn't agree to filming with Caroline on The Real Housewives of New Jersey. And I guess I took our quick conversation last week as a yes, but she heard it totally differently. Then he encouraged her to allow executives to go through the process of trying to get Caroline back on the show, even though he didn't think that they'd be able to make a deal. And he got his answer from Caroline. We can't make a deal with Caroline, so that's that. That is the way that the cookie crumbles. So when Kim D says that Teresa Giudice does have a lot of pull with the franchise, I mean, mind you, she is one of the longest running, right there with Candy Burris. But she is the longest running OG to date that's still on her show. She doesn't seem like she's going anywhere unless she wants to leave the show. She calls it the Teresa show. But speaking of the Teresa show, there was another thing that was called out because you guys remember on this past week's finale where Luis Ruelas said that he hired PI Bo Dietl. A lot of us wondered who the hell Bo Dietl was, but I'm going to throw some respect on his name with this blurry ASS photo. Bo Dietl. Hold on. I'm glad the truth finally came out. Now, mind you, he's a private investigator or was a retired private investigator. I'm glad the truth finally came out. Bo Dietl and Associates is a professional investigation firm that has been in business for over 38 years. Dietl tweeted on Wednesday. We were never hired by Luis Ruelas to conduct investigations on any of the Real Housewives of New Jersey. In a separate statement to page 6, Dietl said he was offended by Louis' suggestion. We have never ever done any investigative work against any cast members of the Real Housewives of New Jersey, and I'm very offended if anyone uses my name. Every one of my investigations are confidential. That's why it's a private investigation. I wouldn't be in business for 38 years if we did anything not proper. Ugh. He just said, no, this is BS. These are lies. This isn't true. And now it kind of makes Louis look like a joker. But since you guys brought up Joker, that wasn't me. I just want to show you guys also that Rachel Fuda's husband is chiming into the conversation, and he posted this. John Fuda, season finale of hashtag RHONJ with my cuccinis. Oh, and the Joker was there too. I know you guys can piece this together. This is who he's obviously talking about. This would be the Joker. I mean, it was, to be honest with you guys, it was a very, very, very awkward situation. So I'm not totally shocked that he's calling him the Joker, but okay. Okay. All right. So getting back to the Andy Cohen and Teresa of it all, Andy now says that Teresa Giudice recently contacted him, confronting him about what was in his book. He said on Radio Andy, last night, Teresa said, I need to talk to you about some things that are in the book. And I said, okay, I guess there was a moment at the last Jersey reunion where I had a conversation with Teresa. And I don't know exactly what I wrote in the book, but it seemed to me that she was done with the show. I believe that I said that to her. And we had that conversation off stage. He said, she's like, I didn't quit the show at the last reunion. I go, that's not what I said. And he continued with, of course, it's going to be picked up in the press as maybe saying Teresa Giudice was going to quit, or Andy Cohen thought she quit, or something like that. I just thought she was done and over it after the last reunion. He said that he thought he may have suggested that she should step away if she didn't feel invested, but a week later, she contacted him expressing her commitment to the show in no uncertain terms. This isn't in the book, but a week later, I got a long text from her saying, I'm not leaving the show and I never want to leave the show, basically. So she and I hashed that out. So there you have it. She's not going anywhere, not anytime soon. Put it in the book or not in the book, it's not happening. Guys, go ahead and comment below. Let us know what you think about the PI Bo Dietl chiming into the conversation, Andy Cohen putting Teresa in the book, Teresa not wanting to film with Caroline Manzo. Of course, that's no shocker. And was it because Andy did not officiate the wedding? I have questions to which I need answers. Yeah, we'll see you in the comments. Love you. Bye. Oh, don't forget, tomorrow, Hot Messy Topics with Bravo Breaking News at 12 p.m. Eastern.